Brand, the car no bad.
Bread, you watching a kunyao. Ishiraka neat a cheerfulina. Ozioma ADAKABRI or Ribo, baby.
The car no bad.
Yes, or quite cherish you, and a sure charo quine. Penny no wire, ya bo quite but you as you. Ozioma ADAKABRI FRIMPONG MANSO. Watching a kunya, baby.
Ya mama tunasio na ya mama ha yefri neat 100.9 FM so ene se ye ba manaswe na ene eye efiada ojefo bosumi ni o ni de to so du ba ko don kopito and I just would in the birthday be aso nyina ayeso safi bwarfo de mo ye strong o me aminu ba sister jonya ko ono so di ni 70th birthday it is a February day ye gina mu do ni hono de yo waye from me ADAKABRI Mamudu Oshioma na me man ti dwumadie na ye de eba makwan mu na mpanifu atato e ma ye de bremo pagini kwadwo da me ado as usual production is the na so me ofa ase ade ato na nimita na chi se pampe eye enafie ne na wotwe mienu na majeri nese enyi saagman ye bedini na wotweda e wa Asante dwaben hye no nso eye Friday February 25 2022 na me ko na wotweda ne ade a chi me da no a eye Saturday February 26 2022 na Mrs Comfort bedi akomensa Mrs Tapanyina Jonya akon na ne 70th birthday akokwa no matu na mete adwam which is a February day bi won papa don't go bito who do birthday who vai Christian also no happy birthday na ensam no mu anything panyini kwadwo da me ado a kire no Magjerry bone chidom ya mansa chiame staff sergeant kwabna mafo ono so etato ansa na technical production no abrafrema bankro ya beba panyini wono na sini na so ehwese Facebook live despite media ewo YouTube ni nyina ohwe atoto de amayen nana ya asafo be ma fefa wotua ema ne ntem ene eye kwefiri ye omo so ehwe ma bibia ekoso kama de amayen yampase da engineering group fo no atuago and worker watia kwa na najare na nabu aje adasa nkruma so da nyina yesa ne mrane se sempro na fe ya di aseda so e de ama facilities group o ma hwe ama studio high tidy konzo no so nyina bibia kama eye me accessories eye adwuma nyina bibia kwa kama big solo ya da wase dada ena yaw Godfrey dodo no afre ni Ubrana DJ Mapuna ena fe so no eye Mills na yakwa sanem ne se tai ona ke we bia mi fe jo chida ha hewa no wonu se aseda ekwa awurade nsem awurade sunti ene yete ase inshallah bibia ebekoso kama ede amayen enen nsem no doso pabna bobi ansa 2 charges or saying or say a publication of false news and the conduct not conducive to public peace conduct likely to breach public peace let us say kwabra bobi Commander Boham nyame waka ho ate na nokura no so bedadi yakwa to kohwehwe nokure eti yebehunu said de nkuro besie asam no besie akọ yebedi hu nkomo ensoso na yahwe eye responsibilities that comes with the adwuma no na yede ehunu ye ho ano na before then yebesan so aba behwe eye honorable member of parliament for Asante Mampong, that famous constituency honorable His Excellency Kwekwan Prechum Sapon or your deputy foreign minister anopa ni se mi be hunu wo Facebook say yenyinedi na me say hey ye die Mamponfu tontonchi ukro mo kan ya chinchim adie na asie na Kwekwan Prechum miami nu ya beka se yenyinedi na je se wase mi doskwa na mkokohwehwe asem no se die sitie if you say come Mamponfu akame eje wiase me chiawo na na ma se wanya ko wusu me chia papa ya ntoba na sa so na me chia eye adwuma saponfo no Brago fi michia papa wate ana wo maka ho nyina nyenche ne bi mfamfiri ho mampomfu ei ukuro mu achi ukuro mu kwan achi nchim dodo enu nti na chese kontonchi na se no wana bu na anim edi nti na mampon ka kontonchi ai
e ka kontonchi e kan ebo na chi se eku kase na da ho no se un se na chi ena mampon ekuro no ye chechire
oh nti won se enoma mienu kontonchi ena ebu ehie kuma
eku no na chi ena sa ebutan no a ewo ho no ane tetero ano nampa so mo sai ni ade na ko fa sa abo na tai yinu ho no eku no mu ho no mo yes
oh sa adie ko eye wati dwuto edwado so da se brese ebonsu na ehima na omo nkyira wo se eye okuro mu kwan na free jamase kofiase de ba mampon no se de chinchim no enam kunu no enti afredu kontonchi na emu mabuo ne de sa eboa no atwa mampon ho ahia eboa de strong granite wom eye expensive eboa pa o Ghana ne nya nnu ho se nkwala ne beton adie na nka sa abo no
kombe galante
just a gold o
area task
because okoko hwe sa granite ne abo de keka ho no a one a pipe bo no on betimi catch the type of a bo na ho no sa bo na din very expensive nya bo benya no just like that wo ba bia so ho no entia no sa bo no se de sitie na sombo no na din no na chese yesika no ena akoba ne se chese ebo a ehi akuma nse akuma so den ka din pa ano so nam eso sa bo no wo so betimi adwa sa bo no makwakoto mampon atimi akotaki wa mo de na dia yewo nse teteno na je se mamponfo no sa asekyerefo baga ko fa asekyere di ba mo de tadia ba be ya be kwa dia ma wo na di na yewo so enti mampon ene eye be kwai na omo ye strong enti sekyerefo no de no kwani omo ye strong ti eye kurukase papa enti for 25 years na da se bre se ebonsu what na sa dwete adwa no so a eje so otim se woye wahene kese woye nyame ahia no na hima so de ma de nyina wahema fefe na otim se uduru mampon a ebi ho pa na ade odi anu aduane adida wanobu enkare kese wati ana wa na antimonica no ate mampon fwe woye ete wie de kese mampon fwe na drum asama da hotia wa anything me be hunu wo Facebook so ne say yenyi deputy foreign affairs minister yenyi na di nam say I'm preaching there wo diplomat nti dia no be kwa akoye dia no be kwa akoka enti me there mo no there is an interviewer o grante aduana ba Kofi Asante na me pese me bossa interview no wa utie bi ensem a wa okan ye and then there's a publication Ghana Web na ye kan sa publication in its entirety na baby there is a direct quotation ye de ema wo no na ye nyina ye nhwe na fe susu no ebrebe mu susu a aduana ba menna kasa na ono susu a no oti nanim se me ni wudi nkomo awie no na ono susu na ne understanding after say ono wudi nkomo no na enisan na fe no understand say akoma enso so issue somewhat clarification as to what must have gone on the platform no nyanyani nyina na fe ya ba betie wa no asem say dear pa na pepe say obeka amplify clarify issues na ye nyina ye hwehwe say ye benyi ho ntiase say adepa bi na aba Ghana ena sabi obi bu ato aguo ana adepa bi na aba Ghana ena ehia ntiase si ye benya mu nkyiremu awie ye bedi sa adwuma no ansa na ya ba behwe babena bobi ansa so a you're charging with publication of false news, any conduct not conducive to the conduct conducive to the breach of public peace. And so about says I charge me no a dear no can from before then and you got them down my main say meet me a boss you know ewa hasaya be boss interview no etie in exact dear honorable member for Asante Mampong okay me interior
say Ghana card nyame adom passport I think you said all me. What is I with the say Ghana cardi Nyamia Dom Siade e-passport. I think you said all me. What is I with the International Civil Aviation Organization ICAO and the information about it. In what form and I take it e-passport. In fact, look about that particular community. I am comma into it. Okay. When do we come because Tadi will say the Free Minister of Foreign Affairs. Oh, okay. Yes. So, but who is know who will be at the free? Yes. Yes. An international civil aviation organization. Okay, but what I'm saying is and young Minister of Foreign Affairs. Okay. What do you say about this? Yes. Foreign Affairs, they will be this alcohol. The minister, they need alcohol. Then deputy, they need it. We call it Bako coming home deputy, also needs alcohol. Yanni, any family and sir, you work with me and Minister of Foreign Affairs. You bet me a deep alcohol about card, be a bit to say Ghana can't say a passport, say whatever. Yanni, a bit me a different couple. Yanni, family and saying, the minister, I can learn you read now. When the minister I wanted a confirmation whether said Akuma or no, but didn't come be at the not or civil link will be at the I see. Now, at the end of the higher authority to show please. Okay. Investigate, interrogate. That means, as the Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister conferring on your minister, Enrano, you are not officially aware and communicated to Abasa decision, right? But officially, the minister also so party. Yes. Now the point I am making is it is not emanating from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But the possibility of Sankomowi emanating practicable, is it possible at this moment? Will be the Ghana card, any of the will be the Afuplane and on without the passport. And to Magana from your own so possibly in that
right. A interviewer, Honorable Member of Parliament for Asante Mampong. Deputy Foreign Minister, His Excellency Kwam Prechum Sapong, or Grante Ede Emma Akuma FM, Kofi Asante in Adrianaba, and a Wuti being. Now, yes, Shannon, so there's a photo of a Penifua Aqua Canada, Ama Ubehuru Kenatefa, Professor Kenneth Ajima Tefa. Ubehun say Ujina Mupie NIA. Ubehun say Ansem Soa, former managing director of Ghana Commercial Bank, and ne on the Jinemu or Canada Magana. Ubehun so Jina Futu Mubi. Ubehun said director of passports. Or Juma our Minister of Foreign Affairs. Onusu Jina Hubi. Nina ko wie say a Foreign Affairs Ministry. And na woman yi a dom say en kanchire enko emfamra. Na de na ko PM International Civil Aviation Organization. Na omode report ebebre wo minister na consequently no ministry no huno narrative ye issue as to what must have transpired ewo Canada honum but answer na ye ne deputy minister for foreign affairs bedin komono yen kwasoso enkonkohwe story Ghana web enso ede ebaye na yen hwe se in that story no so saying ena enoma isi etie ewo honom na yintio because I see a dear no call in perspective. Na fe no yaba benya ye ho ntiase said ye normal esi etie enti yenhwe said ye Ghana web nso so no or say Foreign Affairs Ministry denies knowledge of Ghana card as e-passport. Foreign Affairs Ministry denies knowledge of Ghana card as e-passport. And also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration has denied knowledge of the widely circulated report that Ghana's national identity card, the Ghana card, is set to be recognized globally as a valid e-passport. Speaking on Akuma FM's current affairs and political show, Ghana Akuma, Thursday, February 10, a Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Perku Amprechum Sapon, explained that, and this is a direct quotation, and I quote, the report is not emanating from my ministry. Hence, officially, I cannot confirm that Ghana card is now an e-passport, unquote. Then also, the story goes, the Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister, who doubles as Member of Parliament for Asante Mampong, told host of the show, Adriana Kofi Asante Enin, that, and this is also another direct quotation, and with your permission, I quote, as at yesterday 9 p.m., I was in a meeting with my minister, and she denied knowledge, and she denied that, and the said topic is news to her, because officially the report is not from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, unquote. Then the story continues. The International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, on Wednesday, February 9, reported that holders of Ghana card, as well as its future biometric equivalents, can present it as official documentation at all 197 ICAO compliant countries and 44,000 airports worldwide and board flights to Ghana. Mr. Amprechum further explained that the report is not officially from the Foreign Affairs Ministry, so further questions must be directed to the outfit which published the report. Maybe, and this is also a direct quotation, and with your permission I quote, maybe the report is from a higher authority because my minister and her two deputies, of which I am part, are not privy to the said report. Unquote. He said, and I just said, na honorable Yamu Atanase.
Those are ADAKABRI. Let's show what you're doing.
Who goes to we a tree?
My tree.
Nanka, would the tree Barbara of one and Gabi who said it sit here? Would the tree Barbara of one who said it sit here? Would the tree Barbara of one Abbey who said it sit here? Would be our office of the vice president or something can't just wabrepa. What's the catch? Honorable so wabrepa.
The last 2 days, my bread.
Na yeah, some be minister, be deputy minister, sir. Yeah, the book training mu as to how to conduct yourself with the media, especially what can she and the translate a day about English. Na translation, you know, it yi academy. That is what you must have said, you know, as brofuno na unu se wakabone. Name utie tree na esa wankabone. Yeah, the book training mu how to handle media encounters.
Well, we get some guidance, but you see, in this particular the translation, that you don't have control. The wire translation, I made sure say I kept everything in line. Then you be ya, me ko wura obi space him. Na ko wura space ya enye space ya. E kira ko ahwe ye na bia adwempa na ka ade ko ka bibi was space. Na bia wa ko ka ni ye. Yakata, na wa ha amane ha. You are not supposed to come to A. So why were you commenting on A? A matters. And in this particular interview, the first assembly, Adriana Babusame was to say, ICAO report. ICAO the report to be about to say, say. I began to say, Bo Kofi. Who say ICAO for the report to about? Now, me ICAO, the Abeya, who Busame was him. They were foreign affairs. Foreign affairs, yea, far report to be armed to her. The any idea about to one abusa me mu asem there, I can speak to it. And when you one who say ICAO for report, and you wanted me to speak to ICAO for report, and the one more report no buy.
They can better explain.
One of them can better explain. The men
Some photo no and director of passports ejinemu
yeah.
What was it about?
That was when you say you call your certification when ICAO after exhausting your Ghana card to all the necessary checks in the DBA they finally certify say your Ghana card no and is so robust. All the security features near DBA up to the standard there ICAO for ebetimi a certify say ebetimi the Ghana card no etimi the visa. So anona the date of the presentation of the certification picture na uhuru no the director of passport
Wednesday February 9 and
me minister and my director of passport onko jira na name and I dey toss me ambassador so Canada Resoa ono so hobby.
In fact, High Commissioner of Canada.
High Commissioner. So, from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, there are 2 of our senior officers who were present. And other also from other agencies in Ghana. They were there. So that alone is enough to show, say, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We knew something about it. That is why we were there. I me ka say yenim hu bibia na me twantro so me ka say yenim hu bibia na me twantro. I have said it in the interview. E say there say wo kwa translate na dia babrofo mu a wo say me say yenim hu he and even in the interview who bu say ma me ka say the minister onim hu bibi yet wo quotation ba
in fact what you show a clarification to the whole thing. Now, Mammy just a quotation with whether a sound right in your ears. So, quotation was saying, as at yesterday 9 p.m., I was in a meeting with my minister, and she denied that and said, topic is news to her because officially the report is not from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Does it sound right in your ears?
It doesn't. 7 prayers will be brought for the yana kwako markia edding one who because what person chef say me brought for nya and I say
na brought for me tia say tie bi mo o say as at also wo na kan you na kan twi no no twa no brought for no otro ni say as at yesterday 9 p.m. I was in a meeting with my minister and she denied that and said topic is news to her because officially the report is not from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now we brought for tia say
the report to know Obusa me first, right? The report refers to a report from ICAO, and yet from our ministry or any Ghana agency. ICAO for Asema or Waka. You get me? 2 different. One, the ministry issue statement. The issue statement.
If you say Muslim director of passport on my and a diplomatic bag no so resoa and my
and I mean what time I'm in the deal come on Wednesday no as our program this year
no
so Wednesday no am no program. So if you look at Ghana time I'm in Mr. Dean come on was about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in term meanwhile so offer a time in Canada time even if it were to be 9 o'clock 6 hours right. That would have been somewhere about 3 o'clock. My name time I even program the work room hall happen here. And my minister told me that he has sent a passport director, the uncle representative. How can my minister say this to me? And then me also states that my minister says she is not aware of the program. I can say that. And interview now boy there was baby a miss can say the minister ya aware so I had no cultural brofo say me see me minister enyawe
also my issue notice to clarify.
Well, fine. Say the Oma have you and run in there. Assemble ADAKABRI man can amboa. If you know about Pemne, Assemble the Assembly. I had done a project here. Vice President of the country. Vice President of the country. Ono na all champion. You know him digitization program any agenda ni various projects here. Yeah, the Ghana says here, no, do one vice president office. And now, at the end, a free bar. Now, vice president, a champion project, to say ye. Now, my conjure baby, I call Casse project, you know, you see, the difficulty I will have in saying that is that on that very day, Gideon Wako, vice president, the technical director, and spokesperson, he came to my office. Ono lebe bo mamanie for the first time say ICAO adie say koso. He came to my office and oni me be di nkomo. Me dey twetwe nkomo kire madwene e wo niam bi hu ne baby ese e cover ne ade. Me di Dr. Gideon Boako edi san nkomo. Na nwumre ana me ne minister ko shia pediase. And because it's not
necessary say ubekire baby amushia ye.
Well, baby, I know there no question. The minister, how now can you say minister? And he said, the following day, Thursday, we be to Kai. Now, at the end of air course Montreal, and he said, "Dear child, one best start here with no questions because of passport."
Now, I pen a briefing.
So I went to Mr. Minister. The person who said, "And you be out, so I deal with saying, what issue statement to be our baby and now what?
It is contradict to the position of the ministry.
Exactly. And now I say, what could you come on now? Who you be baby? The person who said, "China, you started to see a friend."
Yeah, dear better.
Because when you penny, you walk and you dear.
Let us all anticipate that the Chia.
In fact, I told her, I know catch him so on issue statement. That was idea.
BBM free ministry uncle baby.
On issue statement. And now uncle D won't come up a BS baby.
Let us also follow the narrative. A be free Montreal, na free vice president office beba no. Na foreign ministry so I follow that narrative no.
No na yes my nipa ho.
And so I could now also the report beba.
Enti u ko ka say ICAO for asem. ICAO for report.
E ja free Mampong wona akwakyira se. E so obu ohye. Obu ohye.
Kontonchi de na so. Kontonchi
we de enya nu ho.
Yes, be nu ho. It is all
ubetimi I was apoyen. Regular line at ubetimi I was apoyen on 0244 252016. WhatsApp here on 0244 252016. Now, WhatsApp here now. Side issues about say ubikura ka eye BB on a language other than English. Now, yeah, translating about English, not interpreting it, but translating to English. You know, what are the dangers associated? Ne ban say na collateral damage timi free muba. Bet me I was up here on 0244 252016 0244 252016. Na yantimi enkinkan yane deputy foreign affairs minister His Excellency Kwekwan Prechum Sapong na etwen komo etini nyina mu no ape what do nkomo awi wahwa so time na hu say bibi akochew
time I who said, in fact, and I was one of the busiest days. And upon two no. Now, you were a year, say, a Ghana buying through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We are in the process of introduce a chip embedded passport. I'm say last week, Monday, no, Minister, a press. You meet the press, you know, and no crowd the trouble thing. Say one of the projects at the ministry say, yes, I did. Indeed, and run the whole day, and at the greater part of the day, me ministry team, my Ministry of Finance. Now, you negotiation of the contract, you know, first idea. Indeed, me free honor. Me bedroom office by 3 o'clock. And I me who say. Messages been because kind messages in Biania say, hey, wako ka say check it nti wala me ko check it na hu say ayi your friend say reports bi ni social media for da so den say me say ayi yi visa no entumi maso enya de be ensem to the free be 3 o'clock no na sa nsem no epi
na wiare no adidi what the company say here ubeye she pa
ADAKABRI. The good thing was that we drew me office first and there me here and sana me kwaya there was we could did here
that is why you on the floor
na me huru me phone na me check the we could did we na me better here no and na me huru say eh asamu abani Kontonji pa na yedi na to form sa no.
Wadi amia.
Enya sekemia. Wadi me happy papi panam say aba. Asoma me ko kan ye sabe. I was very very careful say. We beginning now say aduana ba start ya na say aduana ba minim say nkomo wo obidi. Na so nkomo a me pese me ko.
Onso so no wie no onso so ka say me nko fa asem ma.
Exactly. Because they know busa maybe I can say mesrew menka enfa nhema no menka bibi etesa ene de kekeka kan say mi nyina wo mo twetwe report you know wo mo di abehiem say mayi ano
e de ono so nka enye san ko enye popular
e di abehiem say mayi ano menka asem bia right the agenda that the vice president is pursuing especially on this digitization nyina we are keyed into it. Because as a son name be a peja Ghana dina konanim. Oh no. Now I see there say that it will be progressive from I say a day physical passport able to kai. Now you bet me I join the digital world and electronic world. Now your Ghana card as at now it has now been internationally accepted because for ICAO afford to issue such certification. It means they say you are taking boxes now. And we have now joined the league of the big boys. So you for you one more card ya only took within the EU no to her. Yes, you to be EU is being recognized by ICAO. America for green card is recognized by ICAO. Ghana for Ghana card is also now recognized by ICAO. So now we are in the same league as the big boys. The only progression is a gradual one, hopefully. With time, if we are seeing countries in say Ubia betumi the Ghana card and the tukwa. But ICAO there as at Wednesday, they have certified say the Ghana card na ebetukwa. But the practical side of it,
that was say would they travel from Ukrum at the back Ghana, Wangaso the free Ghana at the ko Ukrum.
The practical side of it, which
I will come once and say I bet a brief one to bet me.
Oh yes.
Okay.
The practical side of it is that the vice president will issue statement to the Facebook so the about because now there was some misconception we were about say a message you can't buy as from that Wednesday no for Ghana card ya ubetimi to kwai as passport but vice president Ababa Bechichi say really speaking in yes for the time being no who carry a passport nankasa with you by a gradual process, now you be reach a point of congruence and acceptance. All other countries, who bet him to Ghana card, I could give visa electronically. The ultimate give visa now you cook rubbish electronically there. Then you bet him the Ghana card to Sakwa. For the time being, to me for Ghana card and embassies, and conquer give visa and money. And this is sanity there. Then you have to carry your Ghana passport with you until the time of various missions, able to be a ma visa.
Let me show. What can be? Ubeka say you were honest enough to say, unyenya enough information to speak to the issue. Into social media, it was not more than 90 seconds. And interview it me ejaye. And no akwa backlash ediaba. Afei na umpenimfo so edi various reports so beba. Gideon so technical director spokesperson so enwanya verbal encounter what church no don't you think that we do away with some misinformation about on the basis of what you must have said or did not say? Ewa kuma FM no. Yamfa and separated from a name chiremu na ode ba no. Because who ko chiremu na akwa yes say. E dey say asem na do ma dwene no odwene ho say.
Well, me no ya dwene pa.
Because one more yesuma wo mo no. Ma wo mo mra because the vice president lead bibi a.
Enra me ne vice president hia. Na kache ena sa Ghana card to ye passport no e free. E ho na project managers ya wo mo handle ade no nyina no. E ho na wo mo wo. Enra me ne vice president din kita ho. Vice president no e ma me nchirechiremu ono a project ne wo na kache no. O ma me nchirechiremu. Owie no so no was sign a issue statement. Statement ya will issue ye na ode to ni Facebook no. They were no office ho and was sending me a copy. As an statement no chere how the card no was going to work. And at least from that very point we know some details of the workings of the Ghana card as a e-passport.
Now when you said the year can we so obi betimi so assign unim so obi o ahye as ha no be how keke enti just yes abed na no
ale be dia so ya adabra ka be dia si ya
because asema daba maso are say wako can be discredit the office of the vice president as if say dia ye nenye what me demonstrate say o minister so no won ka bibia obe na in fact where you did well was so be co minister ho akobusa say okay ade na apie free Montreal, Canada, Ababidre. Now, your strategy going out because it comes within your ministry. A year 40, and your ministry your minister directs you. Oh, min can want some baby. Your issue statement be baby. So you then have to toe the line of the director of passport, the beba, the Ghana's High Commissioner to Canada, the beba. Now, yet me take it time. Now, a technical person, so I'm the vice president, because you should also not leave the vice president to be at the helm as if he said, or no one be for himself. Obviously, there's a technical support team behind the and to almost be brief and then even to party communicators. Be brief so that we become one story. Let's limit ourselves to a DSC Yankee and see so when your opportunity. Now next time
ADAKABRI wouldn't be me. Since me be a minister, me granting radio interview ya friend me debia na madoje. Right? The first interview I'm granting any Adriana Badia am koye no and run no pause say ya. Ye chuma boss. Now see I granted it because Adriana Badia will be a 7 million power madam come. And you know me wo gidie say enkomo our friend me a woni media no. In fact, enkomo our friend me a no ni media na nye passport hu nkomo. Of friend me about there's a nursing and midwifery training college bi wo Mampong. Na enkola no eye eniamo ho bi enkola bi a wo mo ye nso he feel ye. Ena ye yi die ena ya repeat bi. Ena enkola se chinchin tachi a ye pass wo mo nko wo mu anim. Enti kakakakakra ba mu ho. Enti eno na aduana ba frɛ me say woni me e ba be di ehonom enkomo
it we near incidental
wo be wie no
ai
eno nti na wo hwɛ utie tape na
ai
wodi me fa ho nam se minim pa aduana ba
so be busa
say wo kwa kofa asase mu ese ya ba
because we so na news no because said the obi pa kan say yan take vice president this year no I say mu nyina mo hwɛ ne yie say government no has come under sustained attack as if say the government is dithering, as if the government is not doing well. It is one of the best ways to be now and going forward, also you're extremely careful. Now stick it to a narrative, information services and the Ministry of Information and the lead because as some year can a bit technical. Whether you can say travel to Ghana, you can see travel from Ghana. And there's a lot of difference. Travel to Ghana and travel from Ghana. As some also can travel to Ghana. It be a Ghana nibi ekuta e card no a year Londoner. In lieu of say onkuta passport Ghana passport obetimi de aba no okuta card no kura no a obetimi de besi Accra airport na yamana wuram. But we are yet to understand say obetimi akuta same Ghana card no without entry clearance from the British side. Now what is our card no free ha Eddie akaso de ko UK na. Inti a bit technical, but you should always be on the lookout for one breath you discredit government no. One more in another breath you discredit vice president na me obi to say nipa bi anya advantage bi obabi. Misadvantage go me bi amepe.
Hwe enu asa de ye bayi. Enipa ni bi ade a wo mo de bo. And say oh ade no ayi ye fere say we ala nipa ana wo mo de sa ade no de bo ayi ye fere say one person wo mo de bo vice president.
Ade about timu de atwa so ntem.
Ye fere say ADAKABRI. Me fancy say just pass what here. Me Baumia ye fere say me Baumia
minimpa.
Yes.
It dan say me fro no.
Me Baumia
minimpa.
Ohunu
minimpa.
Na me de tenka metumi a anka saa kuku damfo mienu eye ayi efense Dr. Baumia ene ayi alantremante anka saa nipa no mienu wo mo tikiti no so eno na me de me wo gidie se e de be ko osra himam any breaking the eight
se mienu no
saa mienu no me de mepe ne se saa mienu no wo mo tikiti no so eno na ebetimi dia me ya breaking
yanku ya chika krea bi. In 1979, na Yakubu
79 unim say na me you for organizer wa Mampong.
That time no me hunu say a friend say na krobufo ni betwema ko UNC a. Na watwa ni akote wuram. Na umpeso mbe hu ni
na ko chef father roma o so ye PFP. Na wa Mampong. Who asuko no 90 years. Who ye politics. Who say wo a PFP. Uni UNC. So ya no akope ba wi
na saa time no Yakubu Yakubu Tali Tolon na ohene kese onne ye chairman of the Popular Front Party.
Yes.
And na Victor Usunte ko ba say okay na Victor yesi ya mpene say na ese William Ofuriata na de mo senior and na ba say sa senior asem ya asem ba bia ya kika ko ya o and na ba say Kofi Abrefa buzi ayi ase ema William Ofuriata kan say one day we kodi sofo enti no wajai politics na sam kra
na o CPP ni ye history no abewura mu sara na kamera
na sa atam de ye ya eye kwasi amankwa frifa wono obi nim de si ye na me ka say mpanifo bia na woni fie krobo no ene mi si mi body kra wa wi a publication of false news e ba betime na afedie e ba se Victor Osbeko na se mamponi aramponsa so be kaya
ye me kai pa
so ana konongo eno abiadade wo mu nyina ekọ efa no
yes
so ene se da rocha obekọ awonko so ana mamponi nu ageni mboaten ensemi ehya ase no ene ko ba so okay omu mienu eye Victor Usu kwabena pie ene Yakubu eye Alhaji Tolona omu mienu nko de obewini no na odene nyonkwa in running mate that gentleman agreement wo mu ye ne sa no so no na William Ofuriata so ade akwa si eye Harry Soya so UNC e papa Harry okaka che imoro igala se wada roma se le man di first what the chairman of Council of State what the member William Ofuriata na se mososo William Ofuriata di first na or the Dr. Hilal Leman so ayen running mate me kwa minim di ntia PNC for UNC for the ase say omo de say omo edi second ombeji chairman of Council of State the mum the PMP for no so edi second dia ye the Leman be running mate. It is after na yakoyi Dr. Digraf Johnson and then Dr. Digraf Johnson kwa ne ba no US miminu ya Letitia wa a very fine book was the first vice president American system so ahwam ya launch book no the book no me be ba ha na me ne Letitia so akasa say Digraf Johnson ne ba girl okokoye law e Leeds University and afre bi no say me brother asem na abo na me so aba papa so ye beka so enti sesia no what the bajo kire matene any Dr. Bahumia because nipa bi free say Dr. Bawumia kwa vice president. Enti sɛ wo sama ne vice president bi mu a what in the post so
and you know correct
na je sɛ wo de kwadwo chairman no e free minister a overcome vice president ama ya sha se frɛ ma me kra me duntumfo no obi afrɛ bo amenkɔ so say yankɔ hye dem enkɔ kan say okay omienu gentleman agreement je one city akɔ je one city fakɔ na mokɔ obia kasa ema tension bi ama party no munyina obia nkwaka nasem say ye industrialization echo say ye digitalization echo and say ye a hybrid of digitalization industrialization echo na munko diginda na munko na obia nkonko kanasem enti di obedin kunim no na odi wei aye ne running mate bibi sa no ube support
media ai ADAKABRI masema media maka to on say my sympathies and support is with Bawumia in the current scheme of things scheme of things the woman say no media madene kire me say Bawumia e de no kwa beboa ye etumi ne alankwadwo kyerɛmanten so etu agina ne edi nkomo yie na onya nteaseɛ
ubetwa abatuo mu MPP
o ye twam nanso nkomo bi wɔ hɔ a yetumi di ni dem nkomo bi wɔ hɔ a yetumi di ni dem
hwia 95 96 yedi nkomo papa kofo nkɔ 2007 yedi nkomo na nankɔ ene de wo sɛ duru so biema nkomo de biem na kwame afiri yedi no de bɛbɛka ho ni koko sua history no ewo party no na history na ubebusa say the luckiest person who have benefited from MPP Polakwa Governor Bank of Ghana na the special assistant as the director of research any Kwame Afriyie Bawumia na Kwame Afriyie etita ho kwan fa so
Afriyie na mo dia ma no
awa Afriyie papa
Kwame nyame ahyira no
Kwame nyame ahyira na Afriyie so Kwame nyame afiri na afi what won ka bi nhemu na kwan fa so a strictly Dr. Akwa ne appointee Kwame Afriyie Bawumia as deputy governor Bank of Ghana na fe de bewie ye ne nipa bi ko ka kire Dr. Akwa so Dr. Akwa ya frewa pese de abrante be deputy governor ne nyaw eni say yakwa ya announcement no so oye ono kwa wa ben na nka me obi aka me zerebo ne se nya bodi de awie enti ya bodi de awie hwe kwan ya first by providence wa be deputy governor Bank of Ghana you are never under any estimation and he said therefore yes akwa be running mate 8 years running mate 8 years vice president afedie de chance say concession kakra didi ho no afedie de waji emimti mesa yoba ni nyina
in the current circumstances you see never be brave see ya circumstances are very very critical so the dynamics the current dynamics of your politics now imagine politics sometimes you need to look at what the current dynamics looks like and politics as it is said is the art of the possible is the art of the possible in the current circumstances the current dynamics now you face the art of the possible point is said we ought to give the EFN the nod to that, Dr. Bawumia.
Okay.
For me, I recognize Alan.
Oh yes.
I recognize Alan.
But
I can go to sleep. Say the breaking the 8, will become a reality. Sincerely, it will become a reality. You see, Bawumia, as I see, will be bringing the minorities. Yes. Alan Temante, as I see, will bring the Ashanti account base. Right? And a combination of the two. MMI force, I am formidable. Because we know what NDC people will say. One planning, one masema, one mobeka. In an event, it tends not to be Dr. Bawumia. They will go around the whole country telling the minorities, you see. This is a party that does not want anybody outside the Ashanti Achim angle.
Oh, na fe no be chance yaka.
Oh, the point that they can
say.
Africa, but the dynamics is in the world. Dynamics ya. A bet me am here proof to the whole country say. And yes, I think no, it just happens to say President Kufuor. He came, he contested, and he was lucky, and he won.
He was statical.
When I say politics, all these things come into play.
But luck for Kufuor was at the far end. Kufuor was strategic and tactical.
Fine. All I'm saying is in politics, you have to have all these qualities.
Because Nanado resilience and then Nanado by. So, he has said, Miensho, propose a support to Dr. Mamadou Bawumia. Also, why High Commissioner da? You see, as well Foreign Ministry. When Saudi Arabia takes an interest, a keen one, in Ghana, when Turkey takes a keen interest in Ghana, can we fathom how the Americans will react?
Look, Unia, let me tell you something. At a certain point during Professor Mills' time, the foreign minister, Naya Mumuni, Alaji Mumuni,
Professor Mills' time,
Professor Mills,
Kumbungu Mumuni.
That's right.
Kumbungu Mumuni.
Mumuni. I do remember very well. Tamana Odi Mumuni Eban. There was a certain rumor and I'm from. The West will find it very difficult accepting and working with a Muslim vice a Muslim foreign affairs minister. It turned out to be a farce. It turned out to be a farce. They are dealing with countries. Right? This is what the country has put forward. We do business. If the man comes and excel, the man comes and demonstrate that he has the capacity and the capability to do the job of a foreign minister, your country now represented. I don't want to buy the issue of your friend say be a Muslim. And for that matter, the Christian fraternity, there's all these arguments that are being peddled out there. And then there's also the fear, as who can say, how is the West going to take it? It doesn't gel with me.
Because Saudi has to say,
Nigeria has a leader who is a Muslim.
Na Obeshe, Nigerian population, Muslims was saying, and Christians was saying, but then say Turkey say, see, mosque, every community. Saudi Arabia shall say, then they will be see university Ghana. When there's a foothold, how would America look at it?
Opening America say part of Yemen will hire children in them. Now what children in them you come to certain arrangements among the leadership, especially in the current climate now right now because the dynamics now you crano. Will be in strength, will be in the weaknesses, will be in the challenges being idea what one chain. So when you sit down in a room, Namu Jojo near there. All these things will be put on the table. And you find certain arrangements will be emerged. Certain strongholds will be within the country will hire the castle. Look, I have area we in order to give assurance in the Chronobana, we need to look for a certain person be any now that gives a certain assurance to either the Western world, to the Eastern world, or to the Middle East countries. You look at all these things. And Bawumia over the years has demonstrated he is not an ultra-Islamist. He's not. He's a mainstream Islamist. Right? A very progressive Muslim. And the progressive Muslims, you don't have these difficulties. He's a liberal Muslim. Right? So, would be from money say, Chinchin, me yonko brebo Katie Hammond. Kwamata. Is he a friend?
Why are mad in the kitchen and said,
why are mad? Why are cremo?
As you say, Oka than Sasokwa, with Jinamu Pintin.
As you many cremo. Why liberal progressive cremo?
Obekan assetis, the do baby so can assetis and fire the croon anymore.
Well, fast, I'm a who sometimes me who I'll tell you as it is, Yampe Kroma. Probably some of us here long stay out there, no? Yeni ya ya for.
Oba kwajiji kwa brata he. Oba kare say assembly city no boom 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 boom. President Grofo bi kam.
Me Grofo be nti na se. Me kwa na menu me na mata no.
Back to the scene. Etienti ena in the fourth democratic dispensation. Obian propose Muslim as a flag bearer. I don't know woman opponents ajijewo or know what the best of opportunity be a normal in the support freeba in the Muslim community or support or OBT in the northern regions OBT or in the Zongos OBT or as one for Muslim mother. Now woman ajijewo ma wudi Muslim aba.
Well, we are not bringing the Muslim because he's a Muslim. What I'm saying is that in the current dispensation, and in the dynamics on the ground, he has been vice president. Having been vice president, what demonstrated beyond reasonable doubt that he's efficient, he's competent, he's a deliverer, and he has also provided the leadership. So given the opportunity, he will lead from the front. Obama continues to the right direction because baby kakre dia money. Look at the country digitization agenda. Ukona ko digitization agenda. Dr. Bawumia a champion. Yeah, 5 years in office.
Anyway, just to bring to your notice, another son of Asante Mampong, Kwabena Bubiansa, has been granted bail. He's in the processes of posting the bail, and then he will come back. Then you will cancel the Miana Mechanical. Back to Dr. Mamadu Bawumia. Enti Mamadu Bawumia, who free say Owakuku drew, say Obetimi lead a party like MPP.
Obedi, he only need to have the support of the national executive. And me, I'm clear in my mind that the national executive are a very emerging. The 2 about later in the year, there will be the type of people who will rally behind him, who will help him to provide the leadership in our party nation. Then I also believe, strongly say, within the party, once he is selected, a cream of party and pennyphobia will emerge to give him all the necessary support. I'm not what me providing the leadership now. Yes. And one man show. I believe that when Dr. Bawumia is chosen as a flag bearer, we will see a different face of MPP that will inure to the development and progress of the party. Oh, yes. I am clear in my mind.
Dr. Bawumia Obebiti John Mahama.
Obebiti hands down. That is why I'm saying, says you choose, you know. You balance, you take it in a year. Remember, I said it. You choose, you know. You balance, you take it in a year. And in balancing it for me, I want these 2 gentlemen to be there. When they are there, I can go to sleep.
The spectacle of a Gonja and a Mamprusi at the helm. How would the Dagomas look at it?
I'm opening. The Cassie, a corner sign in nitty gritty way saying, Ube Pias and Tekra among the Ashantis.
Was it Quanitum?
Among the
was it Quanitum? Manuko break him and it's here. I'm Smintia Debu Hamra.
Abra.
100.9
Right, Ugusu TNT 100.9 FM. WhatsApp messages are free. 0244 252016. 0244 252016. WhatsApp messages. What's over? Greetings to my uncle and honorable. Why is he quick to dispel and reject the perception of the interests of the Americas and the West as opposed to the interests of Saudi and Turkey, but quick enough to accept the perception and propaganda of the NDC that MPP is an account party? We are the delegates, and we are working at. We are looking at who is able to win us power in 2024. NDC cannot determine who should be the candidate for MPP. We are voting for Alan because he is a man of vision and unity. He is competent, credible, and electable. Abdul Wahab, and also to WhatsApp so Tamale, and or the Ebaye. Pamienchi from a new Aplaku. Good afternoon, ADAKABRI. The interview was deliberately twisted for political purposes. There are many politically hired media men and women in the system working for their political paymasters. Because of this, I have stopped reading newspapers and I've been very discerning as to which radio or TV station to tune into. And Kwame Aprekuso so Kwame Ntwi odifi new Aplaku and Odebaye. Njaba na natatu amechiao na metumbo asieti ni pa yi wate na medrofu prekupe na wade abey enti also betimi was up here on 050-600-0909 yanhwe Facebook comments kakra so ewa ha sei na eno so no yanhwe said eno so esitie o say Liliana Kosio Bedi Akunie. I said the journalist justifying the arrest of Baby should know that the Kufuado has no friends. Even his own spiritual father, he jailed him. Their time will catch up soon. Today is Bobie, so they should rejoice. Why? Musa Abattoir, Anna Odiwe Baye, I say, Baba, Yadi. Musa Abattoir, I said, ADAKABRI, people of Ghana have spoken. When they demonstrated against the obnoxious e-levy, we will resist it in all forms. We are taking note of the culture of silence being perpetrated against the people of Ghana by the Akufo-Addo and Bawumia government, especially against the journalists. If you say anything against the government, you'll be picked up by national security or police. Nana Bobi Ansane say, also this minister in the studio would be sacked if he tips Alan for win. Nana Joa Chinebua. ADAKABRI, please, the e-levy is not a bad thing, but just that Ghanaians are not educated enough. Greetings to Honorable Efri Yakoto, the legend to break the 8. Sonny Rocky, and Odiwe say bye. Or say, so the man admits the vice president will be bringing minority votes, and Alan will be bringing majority votes, and it still goes ahead to draw the conclusion that Alan that will be bringing the majority votes should rather be working as a running mate to the one who will be bringing the minority votes. This man needs more analytical lenses, else he's not making argument-based facts. Hernandez Fidel Hayford, I say good afternoon, Mr. Host. Good afternoon, Mr. Host. Happy weekend to us all. Fidel inside Tardy Christmas team. If the fixed Ghana convener claims it's better to be a car in the UK than human in Ghana, he can leave the country for us. I pray no LBQTQI plus person don't find him, or else he will be chopped like that. Dr. Friakoto is best replacement for Nana Akufo-Addo, and we must all rally behind to succeed, to make him succeed and make Ghana greater and stronger. Sonny Rocky Senior, I say there's nowhere in this world where any political party chooses its leader from its weaker base. It's unfortunate he's a minister. Nana Fastrop, ADAKABRI, Alfred Dance Aboka, Bawumia for. Hey, I said, Was that Adakabri Fred as a boka? Baumia for 2024 and Ode Hebaye. Eric Wakubuadi and one also Ode Baye. Patriotic voices, the term freedom of speech goes with responsibility. You cannot get up to say anything you want. Your story must be factual and accurate. But because of politics, some of our journalists talk anyhow. This is a lesson for us all. Azeman, Azeman from Azeman Ventures, Chronom, upset the market. It's about time the Ghanaian, it's about time for Ghanaians to stop partisan politics and say truth to contribute to the development of the nation, because politicians don't think about Ghanaians but their own selfish interests. Comments appeal too. And Odibaye, Osenanaba Umia is making Ghana big. Let's support, let's come together and support them for a better Ghana. Regards to Anna or the Ebai. But me, I was appearing on 050-600-0909. 050-600-0909. Na yanyebre na yentiminkin kai. In the studios now, Mampong MP and Awa Muhammad so Ababe Kayensa. In rounding up, yentie another one prachum. Ti say challenges are government no air communal. If you say you are on course to Obekan say dispel such challenges and work towards them, and
I would say challenges we are dispelling. We are recognizing the challenges. When you recognize the challenges, then you'll be able to look for solutions. But when you dispel it, it will make you sit up. Because if you say this one is just a passing phase. But you recognize that these are challenges, some of them deep-seated, some of them might be just on the surface. But regardless of the type of challenges and the depth of the challenges, Abana what can I say? No one fast various solutions. One of the solutions is be who's a break microphone they say. The youth will be almost starting a movement, you know, from say.
Fix the country and answer.
Fix the country. Right. Government did not just dismiss it. Yeah, we recognize and say yes, youth unemployment about a major issue. Even though since MPP through various means and various interventions, let me create a whole lot of jobs. And most of them was focused on the youth. But still the problem is there. When you go and do comparison, the various thousands and thousands and thousands of Ghana youth are one year. One John Mahama no money. So it tells you that no matter the numbers, no cry waiting here. For example, Obama constituency for the past 5 years, a Juma met me a parman for a majority, I would say 90%, a youth is in excess of 2,000. So all these 2,000 people were unemployed when MPP Nanadu came on the scene in 2017. Now they have a job. Still, we are having a huge chunk of youth as some are agitating. And it's a recognition of how we say no. Just in the sense I dispel recognition of it. Government has sit down to try and be very innovative and creative. So what do we do? Yes, I see a channel youth into entrepreneurial development. One more can look into themselves, the potential one more, they should think outside the box and come up with ideas. A bit one more asset one more business, no more entrepreneurs. Not necessarily having to rely or sit there and wait to say a free government sector.
Okay.
As part of deal with it, and the yield levy they buy. So the yield levy, the money that we hope in getting from the yield levy, a good percentage of it, we are going to devote it to youth employment issues, entrepreneurial skills, and also encouraging them to go into their own businesses, their own setups. So that is a recognition of it.
Okay, ma yenye interview ba komra.
Sure.
Na Enura Adaju. And it's on Accra 100.5 FM. And I do a chance to be any say Abnabo Biansa the citizen show by a program we are walk. I fed the idea Quincy. na ni producer abetenase producer for twa de kan say kan na yegina chire wo kan wo munim say skill bi wo ho e de producer na etoto papa so wo de we fra ni nyina ko wie say kwabena bobi ansa odura bontene ho a eye aso prosifo bi at national security for kan mu na chese ya che no na ye chire no a yede na akọ yenim ba bi yede na akọ enti scanning round na eye mpanimfo bi predominantly NDC for mpanimfo afi na message yi bada kabre mamudu phone so ye hunu ba bia ni nyina atwa se yede na ba be pie mu ewo nima division chese radio station so ekokoche no ewo eye cantonment division enti ya chire ne de ma nima division no for whatever reason say Accra region for na free you and yes transport no free nima division ede no ekọ eye Accra region ade achin ye eye Kaneshie district court ya na ye ka Kaneshie district court anado ani akire Kaneshie dwom e bia ho a eso na say workers college ya ana ye de no koye enti ye de no kokoduru wa no aloya fo kukudam ekoy no omo kokko pay case we de share wo mamatuom eye Ghana law finder na 1997-1998 Ghana law report eye Republic versus Tommy Thompson Books Limited and others as reported in 1997 GLR 515 up to 611 Supreme Court Accra as delivered on March 1 1997 aduzita meklo lawyer ni a eja wobobo na wogina mu ne cases akese na otata ho a wodie aduzi yamwa ha
for ADAKABRI me so I'm a child
yo na eba ne sen na ko hold brief joining defense team conduct the matter between the Republic and Kwabena Bobi Anseng.
ADAKABRI say me a stanch
Aduji am say metro momo de pa yi na some sanka no munyina na obi anedi and right law na what go do choba wa na say wo sha you obi ase na yentu nkan yi gina ye hello okay Aduji baba enti Kwabena Bobie na atoa so na some just days ago na ohine baba ne contempt of the court yede na kwa kotum 14-day period Thompson Mensa civil society organization na ono so otato afei yes omresi the headquarters afei yes there be quotation and also so you detain overnight ade achen ye de ko gina court Thompson so ekonkon right lawyer Aduji or a qualified and practicing lawyer and being part of the defense team for Kwabena Bobi Ansa Republic versus Kwabena Bobi Ansa Aduji right ya te unka say di am yentie we
yo intina me can say I'm a believer in the press freedom. Let me quote President Akufo-Addo, a famous statement I want to make in the past. Or say, I prefer a reckless press than I prefer a reckless press to no press at all. What it is there? If he has to choose between no press and a reckless press, you go for a reckless press. And these are profound statements by President Akufo-Addo. It's beginning to look like, the things I hear they are not putting that in practice. And then they said within the past few days, we need 1% or even Power FM journalist attending the contempt proceedings by against him. You know what I say? He's supposed to be 14 days prison sentence. with a fine. Yeah, can say, Spencer Thompson, or head here, society, or non so. Yachina, ya detaining, and court man the bill, no. The bill execution process now, ya Samama, Masada, custody, as I speak to you, is still in police custody. And Obi Ansa, and the producer, and so yeah, the criminal charges at the above. Now, principally, there are 2 counts. 1, publication of false news with the intent to cause fear and panic, and conduct conduce for the breach of the peace. These 2 criminal charges, and Omodia Bono, and pleaded not guilty to the charges, and upon that plea, the judge graciously granted him bail with 2 sureties at 50,000 Ghana cedis. We are extremely
who are conducting the matter, or who are defending Kwabra Bubiansa?
In terms of defense, myself, Adawudu, our ABC.
Victor Kojoga, Adawudu. Kwabra Bubiansa, why stand the trial?
Or no, any the producer, I have friend of Patch, and one Edwin Tamaklo.
Oh, Edwin Tamaklo, not you.
That be Edwin.
Now, my Muso, Republic, I rely on criminal code, section bank, and now what name Kwabra Bubiansa?
207-208.
207-208.
Yes, sir.
Now, at the repeal of the criminal libel law, na mischief bank, and a near free CPS, the repeal of the criminal libel law, a cure.
Libel. Criminalization of libel. I would say in the past, we you and draw a far opening one, quote unquote. And I say we didn't draw for why will we say, oh no, falls within the ambit of defamation or the other friend of slander, libel. Under the broader way I have friend defamation. Yako Bannon we say, okay, a Republic versus Tommy Thompson, Free Press, and all of those things. Around the 2000 campaign of the FP, only as well as a political grouping that believes so the freedom of the press, benefit of power, going to repeal the criminal libel and just law. Majority that's related to 185 on the Embrana and the down for 5 years. Again, Attorney General, somebody star provisions at the core parliament, parliament, those provisions. Now, in that appears there, they are introducing the criminal libel through the back door.
I don't know, Papa say, your person who say, section 185, no, and section 207, 208, no. Cheche mu na ya no ama on so kakra because the wo kan no ho abeye asem hia pa de amaye nyina eti section 185 no
by way of public which 185 now I say with the for what communicating something whether by mouth by written text or whatever it's found to be false. That's what the test. Social case now standing amount now. The Republic versus Tommy Thompson now. The litmus test is whether the statement is false. Nothing more, nothing else. But what you say? Now, which 207, 208 now, I introduce the additional layer One, there must be a publication. That publication or publishing to cause fear and what are you
Mitiopa.
Then you also have a situation where you have a conduct. It's conducive for the breach of the peace. As some are working, a bit midday. Oyende Katakasa or the other kind of brought the breach of the peace. The ocean in this particular fact, on the call court now. So, over money, and I mean, kind briefly amount.
Okay, come into.
Or say, brief facts. The accused person could not be answered. The radio presenter at Accra-based FM station. Sometime in January 2020, police received a report concerning a video circulating on social media. The effect that the first and second case of the Republic, Her Excellency Mrs. Rebecca Kufuado and Her Excellency Mrs. Samira Bamia, respectively, have fraudulently acquired and or granted for themselves state lands at AU and around Kotoka International Airport for construction of Rebecca Foundation, a non-governmental project. Police commenced investigation into the alleged publication by the accused and the accomplice, Edwin Samaklo Pamekwache, and all at large. Police obtained the said to assist in investigation. The accused person was invited several times, but he failed to honor. Thus, on 10th February 2020, the accused person was arrested. Into OSHA, the offense, the arrest, any video the police came saw on social media containing the issues that Yemami, Rebecca, and Tahira fraudulently or they have granted to themselves land. ADAKABRI, how should these statements in God's name be the basis of a criminal event?
The referee Ebenkwaku when it involved Mrs. Rollins.
It was as a result of those it's able to repeal criminal libel law. In fact, okay, the Republic versus Tommy Thompson now. The legal representation. What's the legal representation?
Because we are meeting when now has a judge set no Edward Redo.
Martin Amidu ABK with Thomas Ambiga for the Republic. Now listen. Nana do Dankwa Ekufu Ado with Justina Tetedonko, Philip Addison, Akoto Ampa for first exchange.
Yes, I Martin ABK Amidu, Deputy Attorney General, with him Thomas Ahlija, Chief State Attorney, and Mike Efriye, Principal State Attorney for the Republic. Nana Ekufu Ado, with him Justina Tetedonko Miss, Philip Addison, Akoto Ampao for the first, second, and third accused. Professor Fusuama with Emmanuel Ohene and Ifuagate, that is Mrs. Ifuagate, Jogate for the fourth accused.
And it was as a result of this event, it's an MPPA campaign promise in the year 2000. There's a Ghana for two about more. Under the repeal the criminal libel law, particularly section 1854. That is what happened. So it is okay. Then, and now the lead advocate, the lead lawyer in this matter for defense, and another done for Kufuado. And now what they are president, everyone, assuming without admission, will be every draw after Should that be the basis of a criminal investigation and criminal prosecution?
There's a suggestion saying you didn't know as if or a public officer.
Exactly. Even the whole idea then, well, between you and I, sir, but I remember, sir, when the argument came up from the Thompson and Co. issue, one of the arguments was that Kennedy was not a public officer. Then the court said it was immaterial because at that point, libel was criminalized. So the case is whether the publication is false. It is not really about who it is directed at. In the repeal is a law. That's what I say. And yeah, the principal proponent of that position, Asante Mampong, there's a story about a wife. Then the next thing is that the person is arrested in a Gestapo manner. So they only the Gestapo.
The German woman in
the Hitler squad.
But does it? But that does it matter? Is it a matter of concern that can be brought to the attention of the court, Anna?
When you arrest somebody in that Gestapo manner, I also want ADAKABRI when you do 10 p.m. and I do 10 p.m. What PhD do? That's soldier, police force, armed, bando, out.
The ambassador or family, what goes through their minds?
Exactly. ADAKABRI. Said. I'm your lawyer. Sometimes we come. That is the application. What the application is nice. Yes, sir. The work of it include the possibility that you can be wrong, and
certainly.
So, in the wisdom of the makers of law, Rebecca Foundation is limited by guarantee, and because it is limited by guarantee, it assumes a corporate personality, and so if someone has published a story unjustly about the foundation, one, they can even go to the National Media Commission.
Or they can sue, or they can be sued.
Or they can sue for defamation. Why? Me recently, the Jumadi Yami Uncle Samidi. It was a couple of Bokaku. We went through the motion. That's what I said. We went through the motion, the judicial process. So, assuming, so I say, the journalist has published a story that is false of Rebecca Foundation, one, and your public company, and your state, and your private individual, into a next view, they publish a false story about Despite Group. Despite the Rebecca court to a prosecution. I mean, seriously. And so all the steps we have made to enhance press freedom, assuming the instances from the year 2001, how many years now? That's almost getting to 20-something years. And all the gains that we have made, we are destroying all.
For what purpose?
For what purpose? Now, maybe you do video so that they have said IGP Dampare. Look, the Ghana Police Service is a very respected institution. In fact, it is one of the key levers of our democracy. Can you imagine democracy without police? We should preserve this precious institution of our democracy.
But would you not agree, sir? You probably may have to be looking at the doorstep of the Attorney General to the extent that the Attorney General may have been using the police as an instrument in prosecuting such persons, to the extent that Attorney General is the political advisor to the president and his wife.
That's will even be more worrying, where the Attorney General, a direct appointee of the President, Kenio, now decides to use the power under Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution, the power to initiate criminal proceedings, to now prosecute persons who allegedly defame the wife of his appointed authority. You know what that means? It is the clearest abuse of prosecutorial power.
And you'll be given the opportunity at the courtroom to display your skill.
It is not, you see, it is not the fact that to be given the opportunity to defend yourself. It is the prosecution itself that is the process. That is the problem, sorry. And that is why I am pleading to the IGP that, you see, like A.T. John Dramani Mahama said in his Facebook post a while ago, that the Ghana police should not allow themselves to be used.
Oh, but law, you would agree. Say you need to a man will say more. Kwabrabo B is arrested late last night, and then by forenoon today, he's arraigned, and then he's been granted bail. Obviously, we've made
arrested for what in the first place?
Arrested for the two issues that are debatable, and into court. But the processes at me about less than 12 hours. He's been arraigned and been granted bail.
Can I ask you a question? Let me be out. Rebecca, Samira, in a call of the criminal complaint, Emma, the police headed by ICAO.
You just told us, sir, from the fact sheet as read by the prosecutor, or say the police scanning through social media found the video and commenced an investigation and sought to have an input from the accused, the suspect. And as at now, the suspects did not cooperate with the police, so they found it necessary to let the court come in at this stage.
So you see, the police for now almost scanning social media. IGP Dan Faria and another Dan Kufuado, the husband of Rebecca Kufuado and the dear Babu, on the social media. It was said there's a participation against the wife of the person who appointed him. Had to quickly go and get that video and said, I'm going to investigate you, so come and assist me. Assuming that the content of that publication is false. Your mommy Rebecca, your mommy Samira, don't they reserve the right to sue for defamation?
So, this prosecution, more or less, would not prejudice their right to sue.
But what exactly is the issue? If I say Rebecca Foundation, okay, Anya Asante, and Rebecca Foundation said, don't they have the right to a rejoinder? To be published by the same media.
And do we even know whether the publication is false in itself?
Exactly my point. And in this case, there's no indication that the police have even invited the alleged fraudster. In this case, have the police taken a statement from Madam Rebecca Kufuado?
But the police in the court of law, as you reported to us, invited the person who made the allegation to come assist them to prove that point. And if the supposed fraudster, more or less, is proven there, then she has to come and disprove.
So my question is, was the police investigating a case of fraud?
They haven't said so as per what you read to us.
Exactly. You're not saying that you are investigating allegation of fraud.
Enti yenye sure so say Kwabra bo be the producer almost me post to bill terms nana.
Like I told you, use your medium to express our sincerest gratitude to the court with the nature of the bill and the bill terms. I want to repeat that again. We are extremely grateful to the court for the gracious bill terms of Mama Obi.
In the Nukran in itself, the fact that you are talking about graciousness of the bill terms, as opposed to hit that to previous times, just tap on we use you know, and can not only say you buy stringent bill terms, but rather ka aduane kra yes yemu mu bi ni na abusuafo girigina BN 937 girigina BN immigration one ye twa ba bi. So have we not made progress when defense lawyers are even talking about graciousness of the terms?
So, but that is why the bill conditions were not given by the executive arm.
But at least we have a fair court that is making sure, say, we do not use bail as a bill as a punishment to whoever, but rather would be fair to all sides.
I just stated using your platform
to
thank the court sincerely for the gracious manner in which they dealt with the bill condition. I have done that, and I want to repeat that again. But remember, sir, the action was not initiated by the court. It was initiated by the executive arm of government.
But you would agree there has been instances where the executive arm capriciously may issue and may prosecute, and the courts are seen as a coincidence. We say, the executive but now we have a defense lawyer telling us that yes, the executive may have capriciously started prosecution, but we have a competent court of jurisdiction that is fair and objective and would want the truth to come out at the law court. And nunti my bay terms are a year, as you put it, graciously accepted by defense. That in itself, have Ghana not made progress?
When you have executive arm that decides to abuse and weaponize prosecution.
Law. You are a liberal person. Abuse yes. And were so employed by you. Oh yeah, Attorney General was standing for you one day, one time, into giving your profession weaponize and abuse prosecution. Please use alternative words. Use alternative words.
But prosecutorial powers can be abused.
But they're weaponized. Use alternative words for now.
No, weaponized. And I mean it. You see, when you decide to use the powers under article to reach out to your political opponent or critic, you are weaponizing the office. I actually reflect you with them.
But at least you are insulated from such weapons when you have a fair justice delivery system.
But the prosecution has already commenced, regardless of outcome.
But prosecution in itself, when you have a fair justice delivery system, prosecution in itself,
I beg you. ADAKABRI, what is here? The criminal charge is true. It is like a sword of Damocles on your head.
Because meaning say Abrabo bi ansa as we know him Abrabo bi ansa meaning say or no said ye nimu no and rana nipa bi ho pona no meaning say ono Abrabo bi asem we no just say why ye bibia nwanwa so much at this stage bia when you have confidence in the justice delivery system but Captain Smart, what did he tell us? I was okay. I was able to sleep peacefully. And do baby on mama, yama prosecution, and young one was
ADAKABRI. Ordinarily, prosecution is young. But you see the intent. Look, ADAKABRI, I'm not NDC was there. What is better? And if I answer the former first lady, in fact, for the record, I'm not the down for people to cry. I see them a middle of sharing contract. I'm not the answer so. Directly accuse Madame Lodina. What happened? And so what? I'm not the down for people to do. But those complete falsehood. President Mahama had awarded contracts for the printing of diaries at $10 million. You heard that?
But it was put out there by a journalist.
No, by him made the accusation. It was false. Up to date, he has not been able to produce any contract for the printing of diaries $10 million. As I speak.
But then, yes, I'm not back. Baby, I can't say that.
The point I'm making is that the weaponization of the power to prosecute. Take this for. Why? The Mami Lodina. So she also has a name to protect.
But at least, law, what can be beer? Perhaps you may need to tell us more about why you said so. Say the Attorney General first is using the police as a tool, and secondly, the Attorney General is abusing his powers under the Section 88, and then also Article 88 and weaponization. Whether other lawyers would agree with you, can you tell us more why you are saying that?
You see, the power to prosecute is a public policy tool. It is the power to ensure public safety and accountability. It will be a bonnier to prosecute. It is to ensure accountability. Now, that power is supposed to be used evenly. So, so that the Edugia Bonia will deal with Edugia. The ADAKABRI Eya Bonia deal with ADAKABRI. Anna. So, under President Akufo-Addo, you know the number of former NDC appointees in court? And the charges, principally, is about breach of Procurement Act, causing financial loss to the state. In fact,
but at least they are all covered by the criminal code.
But
at least they are all covered by the criminal code.
Why not?
Yes.
Why not? You can't say these charges are from Jupiter.
Oh, but at least, just to underscore the point that such charges, are not such frivolous ones.
No, but it is the fact supporting the charge that determines how frivolous it is. So, you see, the point I'm making is that prosecutorial power is supposed to be evenly applied.
Okay.
So, if you have a situation where, for instance, a former executive director, National Youth Authority, awarded contracts to Freeforce for street lighting system. They are making part payments. It turns out that the contract was given sole source. Public procurement authorization. Now, Attorney General of course, prosecuting NUG said, NUG, a former appointee of John Mahama, awarded contracts without PPA approval. So he had breached the Public Procurement Act. Now, an appointee of Akufo-Addo has done the same thing. Yes, you won't go fear. Is it a fair application of Article 88 powers?
Okay. Jinahoka Krebi Mami. So at least there were three things you said. In respect of Article 88 in India, let's get a lawyer with a different perspective so to come in and you say yetimi make sure say Attorney General no or his such rights evenly as you put now a boy until this becomes a do kwabrabo be answer issue no enaba others issue no enaba exactly, but we need to have the public education and also because an Attorney General or from and so now who say off from it me qualified and practicing lawyer Nana Obribwa here is on the line. Nana you want to ban it FM so Nana what is saying Nana esa who chiri oh Nana mo hwene Nana yente Nana nkan ye na eduzichi anokwa Nana nte nti ma lawyer Obribwa here so mra na yenhwe
no na me ka say before be back plan no me chia no
o chia na nsa so de minim say enche na wo
o chia mi o ko cha no obobo mi achede kakra kakra
enche na wo chia garemafo enche na wo chia Obribwa he ayiko to tatis na bi na de ye adwuma no nana ye mo ha o
ya mejo so
na wi ho te sen
o na ma ba ho
right nana ye ne ye o junior ye lawyer Eduzi Tamaklo and Aiding Komo right also swatch out earlier on and Eduzi Tamaklo together with his senior Kojoga Adawuda are represented on the matter of Republic versus Kwabena Bubiansa and others na ninyina kwa wie say ya charge Kwabena Bubiansa a practicing media personality say wa publish false information that is about causing fear and panic and as an alarm in our society and also conduct conducive to the breach of public peace. Now, omu pleaded not guilty under the direction of their lawyers. Now, court found it necessary as the defense lawyers describe it as graciousness. Bail terms are what me opposed to terms, and he's on his way to its nave. Akpene and no aye ede ama no na way and aye for public education the normal miensa defense lawyers part of them are saying say the Attorney General Article 88 has to be evenly used, but also use the police as a police as a conduit no a weaponized prosecution nothing so was an abusive prosecutorial powers. Nana, what do you make of this?
Oh, I beg to differ. You see, who you sue where the Attorney General should be seen conducting cases objectively. And I yes, sir.
Yes, and then evenly use the powers.
Yeah, evenly, objectively. What is the criteria? Yes, take it back. Now, the back in terms objectivity and evenly. Objectivity and evenly. The yardstick will be that of a level-minded person, an unbiased, prejudicial person. It is always that when you see evenly, objectively. So because so looking at the circumstances of the case, and the yardstick of the ordinary person, level-minded person, while you see ye, and now while you see ye, in any case, the presumption in law says, when you are arraigned before court, you are presumed to be innocent. The onus of proof, the burden of proof, the evidential burden of proof, the burden of ensuring the conviction of Bobi and Sano, and the state to the soul. At the state to the soul. It is said to need Amorino on good asana of more. Now, the come maybe a little jano, Amanaqua. Now, but so will be a frivolous and vexatious. The state to Nako, but Bobi and Sako do ADAKABRI. The financial all depend. That is the presumption in law. It is all what I say. I don't think about Nako in ADAKABRI. Now, on your body, nobody Nako in ADAKABRI. What in ADAKABRI now? He's presumed to be innocent.
And because I mean, they're in a say.
But I'm not saying, but
someone can see that for the general.
But I'm not.
Yeah,
Nana, what can I say? Using the police as a tool, say abuse na mono. Say where the police fact sheet no catch there say as you scanning in social media so and you know say what can be somehow no etia a first lady just say impin fraud on the first lady and the second lady, and with that clear information or evidence as to say first lady and the second lady are complaining to police, no, the police appear to be conducting this what can I say a prosecution on the instance of the Attorney General with that clear complaint from the first lady and the second lady. To say that here, can you say that the Attorney General is abusing prosecutorial powers by using the police as a tool, Anna?
No. You see, you need not to sound prejudicial. You need not to sound prejudicial. At all times, material. You don't have to preempt the outcome of the matter. Also, when you charge you with nipa, allow for no you know, then you plan about charge me. And now, with the Buffalo Bond case in T, Namada woman, and then Omugama exchange disclosures, no. And some of prosecution grab a statue. What exchange? Then, you know, then the Bible can say, the panel waka say. And the disclosures, you know, as you said, that they be a statement from first and second lady. Because they are material witness. Starting from the case of the state versus Ali Kasina in the 1960s. Eba Bedu, court of appeal, Tagon. Eba Bedu Tagon. Every Tagon, Babedu, Ibon. Recent cases in England. Why a material witness is not called by the prosecution to testify in support of the prosecution case? The law is that prosecution has failed to establish a prima facie case against the accused person.
But not just before EDUC comes in, Warren say we thought section 185 was obnoxious, and for that matter, the repeal of it, no, say. Now we are being told to say you use 207 208 as a substitute or to circumvent the Obaka said the gains are repeal of 185 not the brain. What do you make of it, Nana?
And it's like I say yet. Oma repeal criminal law. Now Oma kofa charge the Abraham. But I did the case at the Tsunami High Court. Oma prosecution charge nipa duro. Ewa wemfie. Sabanko communal labor. Sa nipa duro na banko communal labor ni ewa wemfie. Ben nya ni ba MPP for. Ben nya ni ba MPP for. Eti ya ko wemfie court no. Na wo mu rudi charge na ma wo no. Na wo nyina ka se ye dibem. Eti me bae no. Na me je photocopy of the charge sheet here. The charge, you know, and the unforced decree be law being our money, I charge you on. And I came to the High Court for the issuance of rent of sexual right to quash the charge sheet. So, sir, charge you not be able sir, a defective. I don't mean a crime. A boy, every day, Tamakulu, and Adogami, because child may are defective, child may are incompetent, child may are wrong, child may cannot be maintained. Wow, at the close of the prosecution's case, obey a submission of notice.
Okay, Ninyantama Eduzimlemu, but then Mema Resusum Fise, you may win. At the end of it, or when you say, why submission of no case, Nebukrana, Yajar, name the challenges, the difficulties we be go through under prosecution no da wintimi na we yira wintimi ni nhia na aduane a wani mutu obeto maduzi mremu na later be more opportunity on that score but yanhwe whether Eduzi will still say sir the Attorney General at this instance appear to be abusing prosecutorial powers and using the police as a tool. And lawyer Eduzi, what do you make of Obribwa counter arguments?
Enchina the senior addressing the mind to the issue. And then the maker is when enemy commits an offense, right? And similarly placed offense. The only reason why the Attorney General would like to proceed against MG and not Obribwa would be selective application of the power to prosecute. And that is why I gave you the example where the AG is in court prosecuting social and so person for procurement breaches. And an appointee of Bakufado have committed the same procurement breaches, and the police have not even called for criminal investigation, let alone to build a prosecutable docket. So the point I'm making is that if today, as we speak, right, Judge has found as a fact that the former PPA boss, ADAKABRI, they have found over 30 million Ghana cedis in his account. And this deposit started 3 months after his appointment as the PPA boss. Nothing has been done to him. We were in this country when our Minister of Health appeared before a parliamentary select committee where it turned out that he had purchased or caused to be purchased person. One, without parliamentary approval. Two, without PPA approval. And his vote. And then the next time you hear a former appointee in the previous administration is being prosecuted for either a breach of the Public Procurement Act or doing something without parliamentary approval. Then that can only be selective application of the power to prosecute under Article 18. That's the point I'm making.
Manana Emremwe, Nana, Yemusadana, now that you are giving a further direct instances. Nana, Wamaya direct. Wamaya
ADAKABRI.
Nana.
Let me say, in my candid opinion, the point now, okay, here. In all honesty, lawyer be anyone Becca say that discretion in the Attorney General. Our Attorney General. In the Edward Kenyan, in all honesty, Ebia, Nana Attorney General, and Edward Tamako Attorney General, Ebia, obey prosecute, Ebia on prosecute. Ebia, Omobayan Shemuna, Ebia, only. But let me make a point of correction. Metisamo can the PPA boss number one. Well, I believe that where we are not material, because recently me call for appeal.
When you're sure the Amenka, Nana.
Me call for appeal.
Nana, when you're sure the Amenka.
No, say I January.
I friend say I didn't boating.
Yeah, me call for appeal. My friend the case you na me lawyer me this lawyer or from Ejoso. Now he was one Obo. The Kokoro for Pina case go. Omo free case bi sa. And Obo was representing him. And this is my brother. Edo Dika say, "Dem fa no court to bia, and na dem fa no ko bia." I beg to differ.
Okay, Nana Tie, the facts of the case are as presented by Detective Chief Inspector Richard Kwesi. Your person who said facts now, Chief Inspector, and the call, in your view as a lawyer, you be a criminal enough. Or say, Detective Chief Inspector Richard Kwesi Dusa in charge of the case. These are the brief facts. Or say the accused person, Kwabena Bobiansa, is a radio presenter at an Accra-based FM station. Sometime in January 2022, police received a report concerning a video circulating on social media to the effect that the first and second ladies of the Republic, Excellency Mrs. Rebecca Akufuado and Her Excellency Mrs. Samira Bawumia, respectfully, have fraudulently acquired and or granted for themselves state lands at AU Village and around the Kotoka International Airport, Accra, for the construction of the Rebecca Foundation, a non-governmental project. Police commenced investigations into the alleged publication by the accused person and his accomplices Edwin Tamaklu, Kwame Kwache, and Eugene, all at large. Police obtained the said video to assist in investigations. The accused person was invited on several occasions, but he failed to honor the invitations. Thus, on 10 February 2022, accused person was arrested. Investigations so far revealed that the publication by the accused person and his accomplices is false. Efforts are underway to arrest the accomplices to assist in investigations. Nano Bribwahi, does this cause rise to free for criminal prosecution as opposed to right to sue for defamation by the two respective ladies?
ADAKABRI, it will be dangerous for all of us. Myself, Tamaklo, and you, and OBOTAB have said, when the police have put a case before the court, then let the dear the court to buy. You want us to say, sir, there's a substance and the allegation or that complaint is baseless. It is dangerous. It is even against the ethics of my profession. It is prejudicial. It tries to, as it were, to scandalize the administration of justice. Because the matter is before the court. The matter is before a judge. The state presented the facts today. The lawyers for the accused persons were present. They pleaded for bail. The bail has been granted. Then you have got
Nana Wadaroma, do the two ladies have a right to sue for defamation?
Once again, let us not prejudge or preempt the outcome of this matter.
But would you say the two ladies are foregoing their right to sue for defamation in place of the criminal prosecution?
The matter is before a court of competent jurisdiction. I don't want to make any comment as it were, and just fair to my colleague Tamaklo, and just fair to Bobiansa, who have been arraigned before court, and just fair for the judge who is sitting on the matter, and just fair for the state which is prosecuting this case, and just fair for the first and the second lady. We need to be very honest and sincere.
But Nana, the police have indicated, as per the FASO presented, say what they have said is false. So we are asking, the commencement of the criminal investigations, does it stop the two ladies from suing for defamation?
I will not. But what shows that even while the criminal prosecution is going on, they cannot sue.
Okay, so. Okay, commencement of the criminal investigations, is it to aid in the two ladies' subsequent right to sue for defamation?
ADAKABRI, once I was away, you see, I think there was a very straightforward question. My senior went round. You see, let's be fair to ourselves. I have made a point about the weaponization of the power to prosecute. And for me, that is what is worrying. As for NDP politics, it will be with us for the next many years. But, like we say, let's buy the rebel. What principles are we put out? ADAKABRI, the work of a journalist includes the work or the right to make mistakes. That is of journalism. There are rules like rejoinder. There are rules like reporting to the National Media Commission. There are rules like suing for even defamation. All these things are there. So if I publish a story, this is false about ADAKABRI. So ADAKABRI will take a phone for Dampari. You know what? Let me see how published a false story about me. Arrest him. Take him to court. Prosecute. Manila Senior obeyed. Why? And he knows how I respect him so much. He has seen this. And he's going around it.
Young fancy. Nana, in 32 seconds. Yapon, in 32 seconds.
It's not being fair to me, so we go around. This is the ethics of my profession. I mean, to be fair to everybody himself, because it will not be fair to make any commenter any proper to the system, to the complainants, to the police, to the judge, and everything. You know, we need to tread cautiously, because if we don't take care, you see, the judicial system, and the judicial process, so we must start it.
Okay,
and then if you look at the authorities,
Nana Mumia Pensia. And Nana Ubriboy, qualified and practicing lawyer, there was a Eduzi Temeklu, qualified and practicing lawyer, yada also was it. Yamra de Masi, na Emranti and also Hasi, na Yaja political expediency. What is the blueprint for the journalist now? Na ye can so no, and yet journalists no presenter and so on Quatia. Unia was so be can be supposedly when journalists no be common purpose no, you bet Chimu in a heavy. Ndibeka kaneke se ADAKABRI Mamudu ene Ivan Samu amu ene Awa Muhammad na ye peye nyina awa ba sa be dwana koboko na abeko aye gushegu
mini baby akọ
obeko ka onokre if the law believes say why you from so the law then deals with you.
That is it of me sure say adwumai why ache miti on kan okumase oba adom wanantia abedru baby e wadu minjin dey say police invite you say or make a reckless statement and I say did you be at him and I say bibisa. I think the up and coming journalists must learn from some of you. We a presenter, you can still put your case across, you can still do everything possible to make sure say your opinion is also heard, but you do not have to be reckless, you do not have to insult people. Okay, minua bobie minua no minua penny no menene kasa almost every week ni platform no na me kobat na ambush no do so do na me jai but tama wo kasa ansem no na list wo na pokuto hey pamna baby a wo kon de enye na we asumasi mia minua we fira Asante asokori bachamfo wo se de jai maninka so show video na onu kan say oye krofo o say hey kwabna na de baby a onam ni de etro o say debi chamaninka me de bia me kase na onu so repeat eni se na nya me wanwa say kan say nipa miensa kra no ye hwe o match o maka ho because e invite o say o mombra they invite me say membra it doesn't make any. Tisa me tell my program we na se member na ya try bremo say nipa na wo de ne buy no produce na wo ka tell say me nkwa na me ko chire mu a obi ene ho be chimento because it's not criminal to speak.
Na prosecute ko gina judge anim ko ka chire judge say any Eugene. Who is Eugene?
Yeah, social media.
I mean, what was Eugene or Safwa can say? One then I'm a Eugene now, you must me. In Dubai, the police could say, Obiansa, any Eugene. Eugene, one way.
Yes, a bit my person from Swabaho, but into Yamfa and Son and Treho. They who said, police invite your much trauma or media house, despite group your trauma, must say, Moon Canchera, Suma, sister Ombra, program now, or yeah, and on beach rich more. Mintin this a civil class and now
the police are telling us here Wama, but the substantive letter process for yet media actually is where the divisional crime cantonments a letter or much say the station should assist them with the videos for a specified period of the week.
Yes.
And the process for friend and the Mama
so offer we no me sure say your quarter the burden of proof no a police no. Because Omuna was so prove say BBC is the say see. Media I perfectly believe say DS we in Centrania. Who can be say yeah Casa Radio so can be NSA invite to her. And yet criminal. And yet because you are repealing that law.
Because the nipa been TSC and say a nipa na was champion the repeal of section 185 I say wakwa kofa kwati kwan bi so and 207
no what giving on the repeal is law no.
I give na no Mesamo.
So Akufo-Addo President Akufo-Addo Obaso abra President Rawlings efi. There was so many perceptions say Emra Rawlings to one e be anoye ni maybe see. They were saying a lot of things. And decided let me repeal the law so that people will come out and speak what President Rawlings did secretly.
No, you're a senior man. You shouldn't even talk like this.
I mean, that's what
you
I'm
were
saying.
there that time.
I am saying that the objective it is defined. It is clearly manifested.
Offer. Your JD Pakuba couldn't Haruna tie in 1998 for 30 days. No. What happened?
Look, I'm saying that President Akufo-Addo came and repealed the law.
And yeah, no.
Once you have to know whatever you do, you have objective and reason. Let's ask ourselves.
Was it upon conviction of the substantive charge, and I say, was it on contempt charges?
On contempt.
So the substantive.
Even with that time, there were demonstrations to say that you are repealing the law, no, because why would you hold a journalist like a criminal?
Let's hear him.
He's a senior man. He shouldn't be this.
You see, Adebako always say, "Bibia oyebia, wo butai binti." By then, people were suspecting, say. President Akufo-Addo was trying to promote free speeches or criminal libel law so that everybody can express himself. But me, from what I've seen, and as a researcher, and we say President Akufo-Addo repeat that law, basically say if President Rawlings have done something secretly, people will come out and say. Notwithstanding, they control with the reconciliation issue, and they wanted to come out with reconciliation, allow people to speak. So we have to repeal the law.
Offer.
So President Akufo-Addo repeat that law. So that if President Rawlings have done anything, Ghanaians can come and say,
okay, Mr. Amo,
and it's justified about what I am saying that it's justified about what is happening now. That is what you think. If he doesn't believe,
no, that is what you think, yes, sir.
It's justified by the action,
but at least
not what I think. But at least we are based on justification.
But at least you think the basis for repeal of the Section 185 was what
was to criminalize President Rawlings.
Offer. Also, a researcher. He's a senior man,
yes.
With all due respect.
Yes.
What's your mind that time now? We're near fee. Any Tommy Thompson, John Schoolenu, anyway, your friend say, hey, Michael J. Echo Tumu, to the extent that you went crown 1 week no woo. And you're the criminal libel law now, free press. You were in this country that time. That time, crown no near fee. No near fee, na Cameroon Dodu, the Ghanaian Times, ye Pamono, no near fee. And of course, sir, where your friends say,
now when you
no, what I'm saying,
there is no relationship.
Fact.
You came to repeal a law that give people free speech, that give people the chance to express themselves. Now you go to social media, find people to.
You were in this country.
You came to repeal a law.
That restricts
in this country. But what I'm saying is, you came to repeal a law there was a restriction of free speech.
So when you say that,
no,
when you say that, Yenimse Rollins,
yes,
it is glaring.
Emphasize on
he is using it to stifle free speech.
So what are you doing now?
It is something that is glaring.
What are you doing now? We are expressing ourselves in radio station. You called, you say you were just saying it. It's not comfortable. You are not feeling comfortable saying that. So what you are crying? ADAKABRI will be so said. See, from where then? What I'm saying, people should be free of expressing themselves. People should be free of expressing themselves. President Akufo-Addo repeal that law.
It is not a license.
Assuming that President Rollins have done something wrong, so that I can hold him on. Even upon that, he still took some of the rights of President Rollins at the time.
So de say journalists better na fidie so. Aka say me o evidence say President Akufo-Addo akohia Chief Justice any judges makumako 8 or pese omu say on mine no it is soldier for take it over.
It is not part
I am
of
coming. Let me
that was why he said that 14 days
let me explain to him.
He's been in contemptuous of a particular court.
Let me explain to him. It can be possible, my brother. It can be possible. Sometimes they might not have videos to justify it. I want to tell you here now. Said it might be possible that the president Akufo-Addo have done that, and they might not have video to justify it. That's why they find themselves in one.
So if you don't know why
do you say it? Why do you say it?
That's
so who need evidence? And one say atiatism, and one say meba chatum.
That is why there is a process of withdrawing when you make a false statement. You apologize and withdraw. You apologize and withdraw.
In a case of
apologize, they be anama be do attempt nama defame no ma apologize.
Uncle if he can win it.
Offer.
Mr. Evans.
In a case of Asepa, Thompson Mensah.
Yes.
He writes something. And then he comes back to say he's sorry about that. And then he apologizes. So even we accept he lied, Kurana. Having apologized, you still prosecute him?
Did he only write it? He sat on Bobby Anseh's program and espoused what he said.
And came out to say he apologizes.
Offer. Say they be ano nipa need to do attempt we no say.
What do you gain? How does the law pan out? Say, Apache still, what's a prosecutor? No.
I think the court will have to judge that. Because no one is guilty until proven guilty by a competent court of jurisdiction.
The society we are in want to develop.
When you tell a lie, then the police feels
false information.
Yes.
But before you are charged for the publication of the false information, you come out to say, I apologize.
So, police no ewo the entia ama omoche no call yes no chirechirem. Oma kokwa catch record.
Oma catch record to say
the court to say oma ni bail enti omo edi asem na shada police prosecutor ni bichirim the ya odemba say yembuan for. That's it.
You see ADAKABRI.
Democracy very expensive. Say you can say rule of law, you can say freedom of speech. Et you know what say bia no waka.
Niema Akufo-Addo ne mo eye no mo twe Ghana kwachire. Efia wo adwuma ye no wonni niema bia ho ni mfaso asi. Obi abeka asem. Baba we say entisa. Sometimes criticize, but because he has not much evidence to justify. But Mikato say now order meyesu or fano. One chop picture, one family.
Misdemeanor.
No, meba. One chop picture, meba. Mikato so yes, one for picture, one for. If you so cut say, me so no oh yes.
Misdemeanor.
I am coming. Me so no oh yes. When the picture, you don't have any evidence. What we can only do is to withdraw and apologize. That doesn't mean you waste process and go to court.
Why will you talk about
it? Why shouldn't you talk about it?
Why will you talk about it when you know it's a lie?
Take pictures.
When you know you can't prove it, why will you talk about it? You know you can't prove it.
We should be a bit serious in this country. I want to communicate that through you to President Akufo-Addo. We should be a bit serious. This country is a developing country. It is not like a Dasika country. The country, even US are developing. The presidents are up and doing. They are fixing roads. They are looking at human development. They are looking at how putting the economy in shape. They don't follow things like we go to social media. You go to social media and be looking at it and say, I've seen that this man has said it. Go to a whole court book, a whole court as it said. There are a lot of cases in court that the court can't sit on it. The court in India only said 30. Why can't the IGP say you should prosecute this case? What country are we? What are we doing? At the end of the month, we pay these people. It is not your father money. It's not your mother money. It's the state money.
So what do they do?
These are some of the things. With all these things, you are telling Ghanaians to pay more tax. You are using all this money for this reckless thing, and you are telling Ghanaians to pay more tax.
What is reckless thing?
Yes,
I just don't get
it. It is reckless. Obiabe Kasem.
So Obiako Chantro.
Obiabe Kasem. He has come out and said, sorry, I will draw the case. And that's what the media commission will do. I'll go to court, I will use the time, I will let the police do. It's wisdom. It's wistless. That's what President Kufuor said, yes, Emre, the Ghana has to go forward. Whilst they were debating on yield levy, you have rented Lazarus plane. You see, maybe a child.
Hey, whatever, man. What's happening? Or rent,
Backbin. The number of months are backbin are spending in Ghana compared to months are spending in Dubai. And I mean, that's what Dubai. We will want you to finish with the dollars. What's spending?
Focus on.
Let's finish over what is doing in Dubai.
You brought it.
The essence of being Dubai. You know it.
Do you agree?
And you know, Babi has been in Parliament for 20 years. Going to Dubai is nothing to him.
But what he is
going to Dubai is nothing to Bamen. I'm saying that going to Dubai is nothing to Bamen.
He is going with our money.
When I want bra at this time, say we rent Lazarus plane. Now we don't want from Messi, what you say? Messi, when now?
Stop this.
I'm talking about President Kufuor. I am talking about no. Listen to me,
Dubai.
Messi, listen to me very well. I am talking about President Kufuor. Messi, Onuna Wabo still now at his age is still renting plane. At his age, on says name maybe only fast for.
Do you accept, sir, part of the media person's work is to make mistakes, and when mistakes occur, is it punishable?
In your opinion, I think, say, let's calm down and look at this thing critically. Who say, "Ye Ghana for na ye nipa." Now the saying say, "A set tefremani a secret omokun." And we have to look at how to handle ourselves. Yes, the laws are made for us. These media men are there to propagate information, help us for the countries as part of fourth estate for the country to go forward. And there are some vital issues. We don't have to spend our time on it. We don't have to spend our time on it. As much as what to me after media man, so I am sorry. And this, let's go ahead. If somebody, if some minister, if some president feels Ghana, we are speaker. We haven't reached anywhere. We are brantia. Why that we see him? Not baby. Ghana, what level are we now? We can't sit in this country and be doing this anyhow. Because there will be publications. When who know social media, a whole police administration, or say when I was flipping in social media, me who said he wrote something about the first lady, so I'm taking him to court.
I said the police received a report, but they have not told us the report from where.
Who made the report? I'm taking him to court. Are we serious?
Is it? Do you accept that it's part of the media personalities work
hunting
also to make a mistake?
Yes.
And when such mistakes occur, is it punishable?
Yes. Offer say we mistake. Mijidi say even oko quarter. Adia I can say ho. Na koye rejoinder okoye rejoinder na wachiresa ampa DM from so ehun rejoinders be in the newspapers ehun rejoinders be even on radio stations na keka ho ebi tinu tena say eye more in the course of the work that you do. You even bring panel members obeka bibi incriminating even the station na keka ho. These are genuine mistakes, but se wo betena ho now publish an information. In publishing the information, wa wo ka se ACP se wo video or evidence or bibia you can come back and tell us it's a mistake. Obi a okache say minim this is a statement of fact say President Akufo-Addo de Ghana private jet no di amanema ama omuko di bronya was see evidence to prove say soldier for beka say plane no tum ko bia
one ka say or evidence.
I watched the video. Yes.
And a police beam, soldiers, no.
A bam. And no more say,
what you sign.
And also, what chantro. Omoka say, what chantro.
And almost what chantro.
Exactly, because BBS NC.
And also the sources are unable to, at this stage, say, confirm same. And
so offer. Asem na wakan no anka emma obi ekọ bra abewe enkwala na wakan na what has he cost
ADAKABRI and maybe in your opinion I want to help you make your statement in your opinion Canadian Japan about out to say on Tracy Boacho say Asia more videos
who were at the helm at the police headquarters.
I'm talking about Canadian
Japan.
Japan said it in
time. Now, who were at the helm of affairs at the police headquarters?
Oh, what's the name of the immediate exit police?
There also.
MPP now.
But when they IGP.
That just immediate past IGP. What's the name?
Offer maybe I would asem no kran na mo no on tiase. Offer.
What do you mean?
A genuine mistake.
Me say Canadian Japan so video that
deliberately some of us who do a lot of social media activism in a keka me who say something lad dey abetu.
You couldn't bring it. Where did
even things you write on Facebook can be used to even prosecute you. And I think it is not really the fame. Me think this obi our history in this country were ye reckless kika 77 sem hunu wie ya ye minister and see that you remember when Jojo Bruce Kwanza edi palava e trotro normal e Ghana ha you remember who wie ye no ekosi say
ononko a
I'm only giving one example.
And do you know other examples in your stock?
Me kai because ni dia ni minim say adokufo kra de no court Emma ye charge no Dr. Adokufo de no court Emma ye charge no Emma minim say ye TV ton e dan na palava ni nyina hwem e kan ho a so it should tell you something. The only thing that happened to him and he said later the meeting say de no call baby say onye information officer.
It's a Akufo-Addo's government being at present being distracted by the Yoko police station, the Yoko court, the Yoko police station.
Debbie, yeah, they say
he's still on focus.
Yeah, focus. And
Crawford feed the all year and begin to focus on our Chichin Crawford.
Debbie, Nipa, and you're on a cherry, and you're on a cherry.
John Dramani Mahama, the police then could have done what they are doing now and now.
Oh, can I Japan time by a channel? I didn't know, yeah. Come in a chicken in Japan. I didn't call. I didn't know, yeah.
No more any day.
What did he do? Main speech now.
Also, Bempa, Abua Papu.
Exactly.
I didn't know, channel.
Exactly. And I make us say, Omuninano, Yachi or Muda. So, Yachia, and ya de Fufra will become. Now no, you're coaching second D. MC. And this is for so, hey, damn Pariwaya, dear pa. To the extent that you had newspapers, even publishing. Some naked pictures on Facebook on their newspapers.
Everyone would say, man, and this interview.
Also, yes, and people so for your channel. Don't party yard,
one I can't. And it's in the bed. I
can't even some. Kama, I hear and it's too subempa bonsu. Or can be far, yeah, Mrs. Melson. I didn't know.
Who are researcher? If I know na all kasa or say or no ye researcher.
Me say obiala nya na hwe. As much as I'm concerned. Na enu echi akwa no ni ha. Dey na on kan fa Europe
Debi na woni krom ha echi.
Dey na on kan fa Mr. President Mahama ho.
Ona no research no NDC kwa research.
No, please, don't be childish.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
You make such innuendos. Why? On your child.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you the truth because
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for that statement.
Also, Ben Pabunsu. Or can be a nay unsavory. FR Mrs. Milson. I didn't see it.
The police called him, but he wasn't prosecuted.
Does it make anything different from what is happening today?
And an American say, police no home quite say, Omuso be a boom raso or mucheno. Omuchena, Omuntimi Fano Suha.
Necessiano.
Omodino,
dear Ben, and Ma, Sir, in Nipanoa, Omunya public officers, Nansuno, state powers, state prosecution. Ebebejina womochi a prosecutor on their behalf.
Offer.
I didn't ask uncle for no more.
Offer. Any ya no say me American say obi a defame me wa ha na police invite ni pano. Ne ni pana mba police ti me koche no.
Na obi defame mu akọ report ma police.
Ebia me ka say what defame me.
Osla Owusu.
Yes.
Say A+ akeka nsembia fa no ho. Osla wa report ma police.
Yes. That is, I know.
He took it upon herself to sue A+. A+ also, can't no more so be meeting in court. Dear Nema police, a bem.
Because the police say, oh, they are not all published. Emma or mine no stable.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
Because who determines? Who determines to say we M1?
Say police for na who say no emwa into de court into court na
media personalities have information that is about 50-50 as to wrongdoing or not wrongdoing. Would you want them to go further in the interest of your society to publish such information?
What is the haste in it? So when you're sure about the information. If you're not sure about the information, what is the haste? Integrity is very important than running. There are media houses and Omuka bibi to Mukrana it's a media house where they are for Yejuma.
My brother, let me say something.
Because Ochantrono so Debia Ochantro Bachawa, Obian Ho before serious.
See, on a more serious note, this is our country. For over several years, we were under military rule. Had a chance to come under democratic dispensation. We are burdened it. Now we will see Bibinswa, it involves a lot of things. What I'm trying to, let's give it a free hand. In fact, Emra Yura Kufuado buyer or repeal criminal libel on will be a there. It gives a free society, it gives people a chance to express themselves. But development is about expression of opinion. When you go to the science lab, you express your opinion. If when doctors meet, they express their opinion. When lawyers meet, they express their opinion. And the best opinion carries the day. But best especially when you are konawo, or you get paid, or you mom, won't say korana mom. Best stress you will Kufuado. Any a brand here, Godfred or Dami, Attorney General. Yes, he's trying his best to innovate. I see what is just innovation.
So do we know, sir, what?
Say say you bet some trouble and for a kasa ho you be do omachi sometimes
police for say at the chrono akwamna bobie aka ye no omo investigation no it is false. Do you believe the police?
The police in say is false. That is his work. He has to justify the claim. The asema media ban it has basis or does not have, even it's false in the law.
So if it's false, no more people be so mechanic.
That is internet person here for say near democracy near yes, it's the best. Despite President Kufuado is underperforming. President Kufuado and the ministers they have lost track. But it's the best thing we can do is to maintain our democracy. Or better break preferences after 3 years. Obeko Kennedy Yura Ofuriata. The next person will come and continue. So let's allow decent opinion. Let's allow people to express themselves. Let's try to maintain and strengthen the democracy. Which one the pillars, one of the main pillars of democracy is free expression. Na yenja echani atiwe, echani atawesu, echani adinsembi witch hunting. I say witch hunting as part of this administration. Yes. A better minister, MP didn't call for him. Call demonstration. We see, I didn't. My police in Chino. Near the nature of court.
Blocking public thoroughfare, is it legal?
He went through the process. He sat.
So there's a process by which you can block a public thoroughfare.
I'm saying that they went through the process before coming out with the demonstration.
So the processes that they went through, no, did they give them the right to block a?
It depends on the authorization. Not anymore. You see, they went through the process.
Okay,
so you can give a caution note.
But
it is still at the law courts.
Yes.
You know? You cannot confirm say lawless or not. What are your final comments?
The American say obia or repeal criminal libel law. Onwa a pass right to information bill. Emani beye law. Adia President Kufo estate Rollins Crown estate. President Kufo beye draft. NDC 8 years you know mo ye ho adwuma obia ni ho. Ede samrano ebaye ene emrano again, one of these two. The president right in office. It has become. Until there's no way say obi police for police court. It could do court now. Media irresponsible journalism there. You say you know fight.
All right. Awa Muhammad of the MPP and Oten, you know, even some final comment.
Media ni say democracy ya fa ya de pa. Obetini say soja for to aban yesre Ghana say binsi ha. But the democracy best strive it strives on free speech.
And internet radio station, TV stations, newspapers do no. Abua wo man ma. No matter what the situation is, you better once.
Yes.
And internet.
Mesre Godfrey Odami, lawyer Godfrey Odami, any IGP Dampari, any Yura Kufuadwa or She Sumasi no Kasa ko. Yes,
or she system one.
Yes, Mr. President.
I was said this time.
President Kufuadwa.
Plain language. Iti we munyina no. The frau be gina dakem. Say was share chiri Sumasi say mine kon adanse bi o.
Na NHS no NHS say adanse. IGP sort in office no call social media and we say obi atro bibi afa yura. And the President Kufuor is commander in chief. It's the last button of this state. Messi is the last button.
Mr. Ivan Samu.
I will justify the statement.
In the first instance, Eduzi Tamaklo lawyer, and now Okinkan a brief facts no. Into Okinkan we yen moon komono, and I can't say principle also come used to the word scam, social media no moon. Also later, me on my own, Miss Kinkan. Ha, yeah, don't rely on other person's comments and find your statements. No, or you may make a mistake. At no point did the police or the IGP say they went through social media. No, baby. Honestly, they received a report
from
Oma indicating.
So, whom are we associating?
Immediately, the plain English say they received a report. No, it doesn't mean they were on social media. Somebody complained.
Who complained?
And
so you come.
Defense lawyers not a point. That's something come back as a principal moment country. No, and I want to.
I am assuming.
I'm the prosecutor.
I am assuming.
I was a prosecutor and say.
I'm assuming, sir.
Find a report to you.
I am assuming, sir. Is the person behind that thing?
Yemfa Asida Emfama Ivan Samu of the NDC. Ambassador Emma Ahmed of the NPP. ADAKABRI Mahmudu Usyuma. Na me na me diguma de ho chia me manti. I am penfo attach me to me diguma. I penyu ko joda me ado as usual. Me wafa ase majero say ajman. Then kwabna mafo attachre. Na ni nyina mu no producers technical ones. Abra Frima Bankro. Na ya safo. Na ekwefri ye. Woman so na ehwema bibia ekọ so edemayen ti yemfa sedam fama mpanifo a omoto akire ma bibia akọ so yefra me ADAKABRI Mahmudu Usyuma na Ulakoku Michael na wode yebekọ fi na wode yebekọ